The First Council of Nicaea, held in 325 AD, was a significant event in Christian history, convened with the purpose of resolving theological disputes concerning the divinity of Jesus Christ. At that time, the conflict between the Arians and the Alexandrians over the nature of Christ's divinity was causing a major division in the Church. This council was not just a gathering of bishops, but also a historic effort to unify the Christian Church, a necessity in a context where doctrinal differences were increasingly causing division. One of the highlights of the Council of Nicaea was the role of Emperor Constantine. He, who had converted to Christianity in 312, convened and presided over the council. The involvement of a Christian emperor marked a pivotal turning point, ushering in a new era for Christianity, where the religion was no longer considered illegal and began receiving state support. Constantine not only called the bishops together, but also provided funding for their travel, lodging, and food, ensuring that all attendees could focus on theological issues without concerns about their material needs. In the face of deep theological divisions within the Christian community, Emperor Constantine the Great convened the First Council of Nicaea. This conference was not only a significant historical event, but also a forum for the leading theologians of the time to come together, discuss, and make decisions that would shape the future of the Church. Specifically, the Council of Nicaea succeeded in establishing a common foundation of faith, thereby unifying the Church and creating a tremendous spiritual strength for the community of believers. Before the 4th century, the Christian Church faced a theological crisis that shook the foundation of the faith. The theologian Arius, a priest from Alexandria, sparked a wave of debate with his bold claim that Jesus Christ was not of the same substance, homoousios, as God the Father. According to him, Jesus, though transcendent and almost divine, was still a created being, made by the Father, meaning there was a time when he did not exist. This view was like a small spark that quickly erupted into a divisive fire, plunging both theology and the politics of the Roman Empire into turmoil. Those who opposed Arius, led by Bishop Alexander and Athanasius, argued that this view not only obscured the divine nature of Christ, but also threatened the very foundation of salvation. The ongoing dispute was not just a matter for the Church, but also created waves of instability in society, forcing Emperor Constantine the Great, the architect of Christianity's legalization, to take action. With the vision of a statesman more than a believer, Constantine realized that this division could destroy the unity he was striving to build within the empire. He convened the First Council of Nicaea, gathering over 300 bishops from across the empire to make a decisive ruling. As the presiding leader, Constantine, though not yet baptized, became the central figure in the effort to reconcile the factions. Through skillful diplomacy, he pushed the bishops toward consensus, strongly supporting the shaping of doctrine, which laid the foundation for both religious and political unity. The Council of Nicaea was not just a meeting to resolve a theological dispute, but a symbol of the connection between theology and power. The outcomes of the council shaped Christian faith for centuries, transforming discord into a theological legacy of profound influence. The Council of Nicaea in 325 was not just a turning point in the history of Christianity, but also a colorful drama, where outstanding figures and opposing ideas clashed in a tense and solemn space. Over 300 bishops from across the Roman Empire gathered, bringing with them a wealth of culture, language, and theological perspectives, from familiar lands like Egypt and Greece to distant regions like Gaul and India. The Eastern and Western delegates were fully present, creating a diverse yet divided scene. Among them, Alexander of Alexandria stood out as a spiritual warrior, fiercely defending traditional doctrine against the controversial views of Arius, who brought provocative arguments to the meeting. Athanasius, the secretary and brain behind Alexander, was a fiery young flame full of passion. Meanwhile, Eusebius of Caesarea, a seasoned historian, played the role of a bridge, seeking to reconcile the factions. And above them all, Emperor Constantine, who called the council, watched the proceedings with the keen eye of a skilled politician, determined to bring unity to the empire, both spiritually and politically. The atmosphere in the debates was both solemn and intense, as profound questions about the nature of Jesus Christ were dissected. At the heart of the matter was the term homoousios, affirming that Jesus was of the same substance as God the Father, which ignited fierce verbal battles. When the dust of controversy settled, the Nicene Creed emerged as a powerful declaration of Christian faith. Arius's view, though sharp, was rejected, and he, along with his writings, was declared heretical. The council was not merely a theological meeting. It was like a stage where theology, politics, and philosophy intertwined in a symphony of tension and allure. It was the place where the history of faith was written, with the pen of conflict, compromise, and, ultimately, consensus, shaping the foundation of Christianity for centuries to come. The Council of Nicaea in 325 was a historic turning point in the development of Christianity, where decisions were made that shaped doctrine and reinforced the unity of the Church. The focal point of the council was the Nicene Creed, which affirmed that God the Father is the all-powerful and invisible Creator, that Jesus Christ is begotten, not made, of the same substance, homoousios, as the Father, and that the Holy Spirit is part of the mystery of the Holy Trinity. This declaration put an end to the controversy sparked by Arius, who claimed that Jesus was merely a created being, thereby safeguarding the foundation of the Christian faith. The concept of homoousios was not only the centerpiece of the debates, but also the key to a deeper understanding of the divine nature of Jesus Christ. By affirming that the Son shares the same essence as the Father, the Council strengthened the doctrine of the Holy Trinity, while safeguarding the supreme redemptive role of Jesus. This not only preserved the integrity of the faith, but also set the course for theological debates in Christianity throughout history. Additionally, the Council established a unified date for Easter, setting the celebration on the first Sunday after the first full moon following the spring equinox, distinct from the Jewish calendar, to create global unity in faith. Along with this, church discipline regulations, the handling of heretical clergy, and the condemnation of heretical groups like the Melicians further reinforced unity and order within the church. The Council of Nicaea was not merely a religious meeting but a monumental chapter in the history of Christianity. Its decisions shaped the foundation of the faith, paved the way for the development of theology, and left a legacy that endured for centuries. It was a council that spoke not only of the past, but also whispered lessons for the future of the faith. The legacy of the Council of Nicaea is immense. The Nicene Creed has become the foundational declaration of the Christian faith, uniting churches under a common doctrine. The decisions of the council were passed down to all the churches, laying the groundwork for theological unity in the future. Constantine viewed the decisions of the council as guided by God, declaring that the unity of the Church was a victory over division and the influence of Satan. At the conclusion of the Council of Nicaea, Constantine hosted a grand feast to celebrate the achievements made. This event was not only an occasion for celebration, but also a display of the unity and determination of the bishops in defending their faith. The Nicene Council left a profound mark on the history of Christianity, influencing not only theology but also organization and politics, opening a new chapter in the development of the Church. The decisions and declarations of the Nicene Council did not just impact future generations of Christians, but also helped shape the way the Church operated within society. The unity of faith allowed the Christian Church to overcome challenges and hardships throughout history, from periods of persecution to religious reforms. The Nicene Council was not just a meeting, but a significant step in building a strong and enduring faith community. Moreover, the legacy of the Nicene Council remains alive today. The Nicene Creed is not only a declaration of faith, but also a symbol of unity within the Church. It reminds future generations of the importance of protecting faith and maintaining unity in the Christian community. The Council of Nicaea set the foundation for future councils, establishing a precedent for addressing theological disputes in the future. Ultimately, the Nicaean Council marked the beginning of a long journey for the Christian Church, a journey full of challenges, but also filled with hope. The decisions made there were not just regulations, but principles vital for the Christian community. This council demonstrated that, despite the diversity of views and opinions, unity in faith can still be achieved, and that is the true strength of the Christian Church. So together, we have explored one of the most significant events in Christian history, the First Council of Nicaea. This was not just a simple religious meeting, but a great turning point that shaped the foundation of the faith and opened a new chapter in the development of the Church. From the intense debates about the divine nature of Jesus Christ to the historic decisions regarding the Nicene Creed, all of these contributed to the creation of a unified, strong, and enduring church through the centuries. If you feel that the mysteries and stories behind the Council of Nicaea haven't fully satisfied your curiosity, don't forget to follow more videos on Historicalowl, where we will continue to take you on fascinating journeys through dramatic historical events and great confrontations in human history. From mythological stories to pivotal decisions, we will help you view history not only through the lens of time, but also from fresh and profound perspectives. And if you are someone who enjoys deep historical stories and wants to understand more about the events that changed the world, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our videos. You can also leave questions or share your thoughts on the topic of the Council of Nicaea right under this video, as we are always ready to chat and explore these mysterious historical events further. Let's explore the amazing historical world you've never known.